Hey y'all, hey, it's everybody's favorite everything SJ Stevens. Y'all, we are on year 3 of 31 Days of SJ. If you are new here, I know you like, who is SJ and why would I listen to her for 31 days? Good question. I got answers. I am a St. Louis native, currently living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I love it here. People that say it's boring here, you're not doing it right because Charlotte is amazing. I am most known as a grant writer. If you are from St. Louis primarily, I write grants for everybody. I help for-profit organizations get funding. I have a grant writing book on Amazon. I teach classes. I do free classes. I've sat on committees to approve grants. I've done all thing grants. That's what I'm mostly known for. The second thing is I am an author. I am a 7-time author, and I have about 23 authors underneath me. My passion is storytelling. Humbly, I am an amazing storyteller. The way my mind works is like insane sometimes, and so one of my passions is showing other people how to get their story out. Big believer that if you've lived any amount of life, there's a story to be told, and somebody needs to hear it. So, let's get into it. So 31 Days of SJ is something that I came up with 3 years ago. And the reason why I did it was literally because I don't like recording myself. As big as my mouth is, I don't like talking in front of people. It's just an odd, uncomfortable thing for me. So I initially did it to get myself out of my comfort zone. I did it to push myself past what felt safe. Last year when I did it to bring awareness to a new project that I had, which was the 35 Friendships Over 35 series. Last year was insane, y'all. I'm gonna be dropping videos of the last 2 years because I want y'all to see the progress. But like last year, oh baby. So by this time, I envisioned not only with the Friendships Over 35 be a podcast, the card game would be out, the 24-hour stream would be planned, the YouTube channel would be 100K subscribers, like the 6-city tour would be wrapping up. Y'all, God literally said, not yet. And if you know me, like I am the type of person where if I dream it on Monday, it's on paper by Tuesday, it's into action by Friday. I am very controlled, very organized, very much I plan out my destiny. And last year, God said, you not running nothing. Nothing. So God shook my life up, y'all. We'll get into that another day, but God literally said, you are not in control. Like, you good. Like, I gave you some talents. I gave you some things to really work with. But, like, you're really not who you think you are. Let me show you. And let me also give the preface. I am what I consider, like, a heathen turning holy. I call myself a church girl. I am, like, a baby Christian in the making. And so what I mean by that is that because God shook my life up so much last year, God is the biggest part of my life right now, the most important thing. And no, I'm far from perfect, and I probably will never be there, but I try to live by certain things, right? So when God said no, even though I had already told people, I had already made flyers, I had already done all the things, God said stop. And y'all, I cried, I fell out. I was like, I already said it, like my image, my ego, my reputation. God said, no, you not gonna get on this platform and be like hundreds of other people and just talking and talking and talking because you got lips. You're not gonna get on there and you're not gonna mismanage this gift that I gave you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this time, you're gonna learn more, you're gonna redirect, you're gonna get into this word, you're gonna get a little bit more lived experience, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, God been letting me know it's time. I've had so many start dates, okay, not yet dates. Today, y'all, God literally, everything I've done today, from my devotional to church service to songs I've heard, everything is said, go. So here I am, y'all. Like, my dinner is on the stove still. That's how God said, come on home and record. So here I am. So what is 31 Days of SJ this year? 31 days of this year, 31 days of SJ this year, I have decided to focus on y'all dating over 40, dating over 40 as a single mother. I chose this topic, like I said, last year we did friendships over 35. I chose this because I am not the only one that is older and single, and I'm not having a hard time dating. I'm having a hard time figuring out what I need and what I want, but like the dating part ain't the issue. But I know that I'm not the only person. And so what I have learned over this past year, y'all, when I say I study men, I study people, I study psychology, I study the biblical way of dating, the worldly way of dating. Like this has been like, y'all, I have done a test run almost in my close friends on my dating experiences, and the feedback has been amazing. So I know I'm on the right track, y'all, but we're gonna talk about it, because what I have learned, like, is as much as I think I am, y'all, I did not know how to date. I can even go as far as saying that when my marriage ended, it was because of me. It wasn't because of that man. And if you had asked me this 2 years ago, oh, it was his fault. He did it to me. How dare he? No, it was me. It was me, y'all. So, like, I have just learned so much about just everything. And so I am finally in a space where I am ready to share the tips and the tools, and like to have these hard conversations. I do not proclaim, I have to give the disclaimer, I am not a girl. I am not a dating guru. I am single. And what I mean by single is I'm not married. So I am not a guru. I'm not giving married people no advice, because I did not keep my husband. I did not steward my marriage successfully. What I am doing instead is just helping people to simply, women, to simply not make the mistakes that I've made. I feel like there is so much growth and transparency. If you've been around, you know, I wrote a whole book about a relationship that I had that I thought was going to be the love of my life. I'm picking out, you know, baby names and houses with the man, and I was his 13th girlfriend. We're going to do a story time on that, y'all. But like, so I am speaking from a space of growth and of lived experience. I feel like you cannot talk about anything that you have not lived through. So y'all, that's what this 31 Days of SJ is going to be about. It's just dating, the process, the do's, the don'ts, what I've learned. And just, again, it is my advice. It is my opinion. I am not saying that what works for me will work for everybody, but I am saying, as a woman who genuinely believes in love, I want to see everybody loved properly. And if I have like unlocked some sort of cheat code to help us get there, why would I not share? So that's what 31 Days of SJ is going to be about this time, y'all. I will have the links to all my social media platforms, so you can find the next videos. They will be dropping daily at 12 p.m. noon. And I just encourage you, sign up, subscribe. If you were somebody that I'm close with, send me a message, because the close friends will still be popping with all the, you know, behind the scenes things. But y'all, I am so excited to share this journey with y'all. I am so excited to see just the amazingness that's going to come from this. My plan also, I feel like I can say it because I feel like God kind of gave me the go, but the podcast, y'all, it's where it needs to be. The card game, the stream, the tour, the everything. Like, I just needed to get a little bit more Jesus. And I know it sounds like cliche, but I really feel that. I feel like if I had done this last year, it would have been the most worldly, ghetto, secular, sensationalized thing that I ever could have done. And now that is not to say, again, this is not a Christian platform. I would never get on here and play with God and say that that's what it is, because I know the areas that I need to grow in. But I also recognize that the God that I have in me today, I did not have last year. So I am much more qualified to have this conversation this year. So nonetheless, that is who I am. That is what we are getting ready to do, y'all. Stay tuned. And I thank you guys for joining on this journey with me. Like, tell a friend, if you got friends that are of a certain age and they are looking for a man, tell them join us, y'all. I'm really gonna be dropping gems. And once the series gets started, which is going to be on August the 1st, I will be doing live segments every Thursday with different guests. Y'all, I got some women and some men that's going to really get us together. So just stay tuned. So again, my name is SJ Stevens. This is like the pre-warm-up for 31 Days of SJ. The official show starts on August the 1st. It'll go live on all of my social media platforms at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time. I will drop information about polls and appearing on the show and questions and all the things. But until then, y'all, just have an amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Mwah.